All right, we are live, and we're gonna talk a little bit about some Georgia Southern football. Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about Georgia Southern football. Hopefully, you guys will come through. Also, if you want to talk about your own team, we can do that as well. And I think everything's gonna be, kosher. Football is back. Out of all the other sports that I've been looking forward to, I haven't been looking forward to anything else. I've been looking forward to mostly just I was looking forward to football more than anything. I haven't really cared about any other sport, basketball or whatever the case may be. I haven't really been following them. So hopefully some people will come through and talk about the Georgia Southern Pregame before uh, the guys on the radio get on and do their thing because I'm going to be listening to that. So that's going to be real interesting to see when those guys get back on the radio. I just love listening to Eagle Nation on the radio and actually doing their thing. So looking forward to that. Let's get into who's Georgia Southern playing and what I feel that's going to be the keys to the game. Right now, we're going to have Georgia Southern playing the Camels, the Fighting Camels of Campbell University. I think they're in North Carolina. I want to say that they're part of the Big South conference. They are an okay team in the Big South. I haven't followed them much, but they look like they have a pretty decent roster. We'll talk about some things there. If you don't know that Mike Mentor is the coach, and Mike Mentor is a safety that played for the Carolina Panthers. I'm pretty sure that he's going to have those guys in order. So with that being said, it's going to be interesting to see how they play. They're only playing 4 games this year. They're playing against us, obviously. Then they're going to play against Coastal Carolina. Then they're going to play against Appalachian State. And their last game that they're playing is against Wake Forest. With all the stuff going on with the virus and everything, you're going to have some players, some teams not going to play at all, or they're going to actually play a few games. And this is one of the teams that are going to play 4 games. Now, one thing about that, I am actually interested in. They're playing 4 games against FBS opponents. Now, this is an FCS team, but they're getting the opportunity to play against 4 FBS opponents. So, with that being said, they could easily make a name for themselves if they play somewhat competitive. Some players have a room to shine. They could possibly can do pretty good on that end as well. Get some recognition. Like I know for certain, this game here is going to be on TV. So with the fact that it's going to be on TV, they can some kids can actually get some type of recognition. So I heard that quarterback is pretty good. I'm really interested to see what he does. I'm trying to see if I could pull up the quarterback, the starting quarterback for their team. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see how well they do when it comes to their team. Because, like I said, the quarterback is the. I mean, he's pretty. From what I heard, he's pretty good. So he's a dual threat quarterback. We'll try to pull him up real quick. Let's see how that goes. Man, I forgot his name just that quick. No, it's not Dylan Early, not Wally Hartley, not Hayden Smith. Well, anyway, while I go through that, I'm gonna go through the roster of Georgia Southern. I have pretty good knowledge of them. Sorry, they're gonna have some inactives coming in. Some guys aren't playing. It's gonna be Wesley Kennedy as the standout. I just saw that on Twitter. That's gonna suck because I really wanted to see Wesley Kennedy play. Jalal Zizi is another wide receiver that's not gonna play. So those are 2 guys. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, but I would like to see them play. Kendrick Duncan Senior, Junior, he's a safety. He's another one I would like to see play, and Darion Anderson. So those 4 guys, 4 or 5 guys, I would like to see play, but they're not going to play. So that's going to be somewhat of a it's somewhat of a downer. So I was just waiting to see how this is going to play out. We have tons of talent on our team, definitely at the running back position. So I'm not too concerned about that. I am concerned about the passing game because one thing I noticed that the passing game is not where I would like it to be. I think if we do get a passing game, we'll be damn near unstoppable because we run the option very well. We have been passing a little bit more lately, but when we get to see what they can do, it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. Also, going against their defense, I don't think their defense is that good. So it's going to be, I think we're going to be able to run through them pretty easily. I just have no doubt in my mind. I think we'll be fine to play pretty well against this team. And I suspect us to run for maybe like maybe 300 yards rushing. Also, we're going to end up having, I'll say, a pretty decent passing game as well. So hopefully that will be the case because I really want to see these guys succeed this year. A lot of things that fell short last year just didn't do too well, and it kind of hurt the team because at the end of the day, we had a high aspirations and it did not come through. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, Mike Minter is the coach of the Campbell Athletics, and I want to see. I'm still trying to wait to pull up this. Still waiting to pull up this roster that they have, and let's see. I'm still waiting for that. Here we go. Let's see. Go to quarterback because their quarterback is the one that makes everything go. I mean, he's the one that I've heard a lot about, and hopefully we'll see how well they do against us because here he is. There he is right there. His name is, I don't want to pronounce this wrong. It says Haj Malik Williams, 6 foot, uh, 6 foot, 205 pound sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia. He played at U.S. Military Academy. That was his high school. Uh, Last year he was preseason All Big South. He's a preseason All Offensive Player of the Year in the Big South. He has the preseason All Big South. Phil still has him first team as well. Let's see. It look like he's pretty good. I want to see what the stats look like. Last year his stats were. Let me see if I can pull those up. I think he played last year. Yeah, last year he didn't play. He had 11 games played. That's his receiving. Where's his passing stats? Oh, there we go. Passing stats last year, he was 147 for 259. Uh, 9 interceptions, 17 touchdowns, 57% passing percentage. Also, rushing, he had 653 yards rushing, 9 touchdowns. So he's a dual threat, So it's going to be interesting to see what he do against the Georgia Southern Eagles. We're kind of prepared for a dual quarterback. We kind of see that every week when we play against when we practice. So I think we'll be kind of prepared for that. So but outside of that, on offensively, I think that's the guy we're gonna have to home in on. He looks pretty good. Look like he can play some ball, and I'm really interested to see what he does against us. But I think we're going to be pretty much prepared. I think we're going to be fine. With that being said, I don't have too many worries against him, but he does look really good. I like what the type of quarterback he is. I'm a big proponent of a dual threat quarterback that can throw. I've always been a big proponent of that. So hopefully we'll be able to contain them. I think that's the main thing. With guys on our defense like Rashad Bird and Raymond Johnson and Randy Wade, I think we'll be fine. But it's just going to be interesting to see. You can't never really underestimate any team. But I'm definitely going to be rooting for my Eagles, and this is just going to be a great time. So let's see if I can pull up the other. It looks like it's not pulling up for me, which is fine because if not, I can pull it up on my phone or whatever. Like my internet is going down on this side, but that's okay. I'll pull it up on my phone, and we'll just go from there. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna look on our side. You know, obviously we have Shy Wertz. He's going to be playing against. He's going to be playing against Shy Wertz is an all world class quarterback in my opinion. I think he's going to be just fine. He's going to be the one that runs his offense. It's going to be really interesting to see him, J.D. King. Since Wesley Kennedy's not going to be playing, I expect J.D. King to actually carry the load. Also, we have a new running back on our team. I want to pull that up. Let's see. Here we go. Where is he? Got Jalen White coming out of a true freshman out of Daleville, Alabama. I think he's going to be pretty good too. I am very interested to see what he does. This kid was phenomenal when we drafted him. We wanted to see him get in pads for the Eagles right away. And you look at some of his stats. I think he averaged like 16 yards a carry when it came to high school. He had the highest average in the country. And for us, a run first team to get him on the roster and get him here to play, that is going to be nothing short of phenomenal. I can't wait to see this kid play. I can't wait to see him come through and give us the burst that we need. More firepower. I mean, it's all what it's about. Just more firepower for the Georgia Southern Eagles. Maybe we can switch it up and get some passing going. We do have a couple of receivers that are pretty decent. So, unfortunately, Darian Anderson's not going to be playing, so I don't know how that's going to play out when it comes to throwing the ball. But I heard that we're going to be throwing the ball a little bit more, so we're going to mix it up against them because I know anytime anybody comes to try to play against Georgia Southern, the first thing they think of is stopping the triple option, stopping the spread option, stopping the option in general. So maybe we can throw a wrench in that and throw some people off guard and actually be able to make some headway with with actually being successful in keeping the offense balanced and keeping the defense guessing. So that's the main thing right there. That's what I would like to do when it comes to that. Let's see. We look at the roster for Georgia Southern. Like I said, Shaw Works make it go. We have J.D. King also. Jalen White is going to be with us as well. I don't think Gerald Green's not playing, starting out. I mean, that's fine because we have a couple other running backs. I think, let's see. I'll pull up this roster. Where is he? Logan Wright should be playing. Is it CJ Wright? Nope. Yeah, Logan Wright is going to be playing as well. As far as receivers go, I don't know too many of the receivers because, like I said, the problem is we don't have too much of a passing game. We haven't had a passing game in a while. So that's going to be a hindrance. But it's only a hindrance because of the unknown. I don't know what the kind of tricks they got up their sleeve. Maybe they got something that we don't know. And if they do, that'll be absolutely phenomenal because I would like to see more of a balanced passing attack. Like we have Justin Harris. He's a true freshman out of Fort Valley, Georgia. He's playing wide receiver. See what he can do. I heard Justin Harris is pretty quick too. We also have Dexter Carter. He's from Jacksonville. He's a receiver. Drew Rutledge out of Calhoun, Georgia. Quincy Darnell, another receiver, 6'2", 200. And all these guys are pretty much young. I mean, most of these guys are freshmen or whatever the case may be. Another true freshman, Michael Smith. So I would like to see some of these guys come out here and play. It would be nice to see what they can do. Hopefully we'll be able to see them in the passing game, and that'll be great. Also, another big pickup that we got earlier was Sean Pelkilson. I think I want to say that right, Pelkilson. I think I said that right. From Downton, Pennsylvania, Downton West High School. I was wondering to see if this kid was going to play offense or defense because a lot of people say he's pretty good at pass rushing, but we do have a pretty good front seven, so that's not going to be a big deal. But what I would like to see him as a tight end is to actually be more of a catcher. I mean, I know he's going to be doing some blocking because we do run the ball a lot, but I would I want to see it mixed up. I want to see it actually be more of a balanced attack. Because, like I said, if we have a balanced attack, I think we're going to be unstoppable. It's going to be it's going to be hell to pay when we run the ball or run our offense. And I think that's the most important thing that I would like to see. Is it going to be ran that way? I don't know, but it would be nice to see. Uh, so hopefully that'll be the case with the tight end. Uh, like I said, he played like on defense. He had 100 tackles, 83 solo as a senior year at defensive end. He also had 31 tackles for loss with 13 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, 2 interceptions, 2 blocked field goals, and a safety. So when you look at all of this, I'm like, okay, is this kid gonna be on offense all the time? Is he gonna be playing both sides? I don't know. And now, I mean, as a tight end, he averaged 11.8 yards per catch. He had 581 all-purpose yards and 8 touchdowns. I mean, this kid is a monster. So I would want to see what they do, where they mix it up, where they put him in on defense sometimes. Because like I said, over there on defense, you still have a phenomenal roster on the other side with Raymond Johnson, Randy Wade. I don't think William is playing. I think he's inactive. But you have him, you have Rashad Burke, Randy Wade. We have some monsters up front. So to have him on offense right now, you never know what may happen with his years at Georgia Southern. Maybe next year he'll play more on defense. I just don't know. But I'm just looking at uh, his stats on defense. I don't know. I think he might be better on defense. But hey, if he can get on the field and be contributing anywhere, that's always great. So I'm always here for that. So we'll see how that goes. Also, on to see what else and on as far as the running back front. I mean, I just can't stop talking about it. The running backs are going to be who they are. Um, Pellison is going to be who he is. I think I said that right. Pelkisson. He's going to be who he is. It's just going to be phenomenal to see what they do. I just can't wait to see these guys play. Um, like I said, Showworks, I want to see him throw the ball more. I mean, if I think they'll be successful running the ball. I can see him getting maybe like 150 yards passing, another 75, 80 yards rushing. That'd be great. Then um, on top of that, we're going to have uh, um, what's his name, Jalen White, Logan Wright, J.D. King. We're going to have those guys in the backfield, so it's going to be really cool to see them play. I almost forgot about Malik Murray playing receiver. That's the thing I would like to see. What they're going to do when they play receiver? Is that going? I mean, or when we throw the ball to the receivers, that's going to be really good to see as well. Now, one thing I did not talk about is the cornerbacks. I know we got 2 cornerbacks. One transferred from Duke. Another one, I can't remember the other guy who transferred. But without Kendrick Duncan playing today, it's going to be really interesting to see what our secondary do. We do have some veterans, but we don't have they have not played in Georgia Southern style of defense. So we're going to see how that plays out with them playing. I say like right now, Daryl Baker's not playing. Let's see, Jack Ferguson, Ephraim Kitchens not playing. David Spaulding, Braylon Peterson, Jaden Moreland. We got a handful of cornerbacks that's not playing. And to be honest, I don't really know who was the transfer that came over, but I would like to see um, who are the transfers or whatever the case may be, because I think they're eligible to play right away. But we do have a couple of veterans that have played upper level football that's actually going to come in and actually going to be able to play right away, and that's going to be a good thing for Georgia Southern. At safety, waiting for my roster to pull up. So once that pulls up, that's going to be cool. I'll get to see what's going on. My internet is acting up on my second computer. But what else is new? So we'll just see how that plays out when it comes to these guys playing ball. Um, I'm look and see Javon Jackson. He's a safety. Maybe he's gonna be able to play. Did I say he's no? He's not out. Yeah, good. So Javon Jackson playing at safety may fill the shoes of, or we got Howard Shalom. He's a safety, true freshman out of Madison, Florida. He's another good one. That I mean, just seeing some of these freshmen coming in, maybe they will, take the spot of some of the upperclassmen, and maybe they'll be able to do something as well. I'm trying to see who else. Well, we got Darrell Baker Jr. He's a redshirt senior. I wonder if I just don't know who's the guys that are transferred. You're gonna have to excuse me, but um, I'll get that information once it pulls up. I'm trying to see Tyler Brod. He's another safety slash cornerback from Atlanta, Georgia. We're gonna have a pretty young secondary, but to see these guys, most of the team is pretty young as is. I see a lot of freshmen, sophomore. Some of them are red shirt. But it's going to be cool to see what these guys will be able to do on in the secondary, and that's one of the things I'm somewhat worried about because, like I said, you got a quarterback what Campbell has. He's a pretty much a pretty good dual threat quarterback, and it's going to be interesting to see. So overall, I'm just excited to watch this, see how this plays out. Also, I'm going to be here for another 5 minutes. While I'll just talk about a few more things, keys to the game. Uh, Talking from a fan perspective, I think that if we just control the clock, obviously, try to try to contain their quarterback, I think we'll be fine. I think they also have a couple of guys on defense we need to be worried for. Um, Definitely going to be looking out for those guys as well. So I just think it's going to be a really good game. I just can't wait. Football is back. I'm going to be listening to the pregame show of what these guys are going to be doing as far as game planning, listening to the show. And at the end of the day, just going to have a good time, man. Just going to have a good time. It's nothing like it. I mean, it's good to have football back. It's one of after everything that's going on this year, this is one of the things I've been really waiting for. Didn't care about the other I didn't too much care about the other sports. To me, I just wanted to see some football, and now we get to see it. It's going to be great. I'm going to love it. I know I'm going to love it. I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. Hope you guys do too. After this is over, after the game is over, I'll probably do a post game so people can can come through and listen as well. And hopefully that's going to be the big thing that I'm able to provide for you guys. Hopefully, you guys come through and listen. Also, one other thing, I heard that the offensive line of the Campbell fighting camels are actually pretty, got a pretty good size on them. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can do with that front seven. I mean, I know uh, we went up against Minnesota's front seven. I mean, not front seven, but their offensive line. We did pretty good against them. I mean, Minnesota's one of the games I met last year that I wish we could have won. It's it kind of sucks, but it's okay. Let's see. Javon Jackson was the redshirt senior that transferred from Duke. He's playing safety, so that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Caleb Hood is a slot receiver from Air Force Prep, so that's going to be pretty cool. Braylon Peterson came from Georgia Military College, so that's going to be interesting to see. And I think those are the two. I want to say those are the two cornerbacks that did, or the two defensive backs that came and were able to contribute right away. So sorry for all of that, the wait and everything, but yeah, this is what we're up against, and this is what we're going to see. Um, Justin Ellis, he's a redshirt junior from Syracuse, so that's going to be interesting to see as well. I'm just ready. I'm just ready. I'm just ready. I'm just 100% ready. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to play, and I'm ready to watch them play, and it's going to be phenomenal to see. I did hear that they have a pretty good, like I said, front seven. Their running game may be pretty decent if they're able to control the line. I'm not sure if they'll be able to, but we're going to see. We're going to see, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I know that these guys have a pretty stout defense, and we should be handling business against Camel. One thing I wanted to say, like I said, the quarterback is going to be the guy that we're going to be looking out for. The running back is pretty decent. I know they got a couple of guys on defense that are pretty good as well, and trying to see who are the standouts. But I don't really see my internet is acting up. But we're going to get this better as the weeks go along. We're going to get better at this as far as my second computer acting right. But yeah, then they got a pretty good linebacker that's pretty good. That came came through up from the rise. Is actually one of their dominant players on their defense. So as far as us running the ball, we're going to be actually see if we can get around them. Noble, what's good? How you doing? Just talking some Georgia Southern football, getting ready for the game today. And, I know this is something new that I'm doing, so I know everybody's not going to be really ready to jump on and watch this, but that's all right. I'm going to keep doing this and continue to represent my team. Maybe even have some people to come around later on. You never know. But we'll see. I'm not going to be about it probably for about another minute or so because I'm going to go ahead and get ready to jump over here and listen to Georgia Southern Radio. We get ready for the game. Going to kick back and just chill out and get ready for some football, man. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I hope you guys are doing the same. That's pretty much it for me, man. I'm just going to get things together for the game. And once the game is over, probably I'll come back and we'll talk about some football on that level as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys did whoever came through and watched. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And I will be back after the game is over. We're going to talk about the final. We're going to talk about who was good and who wasn't. I'll have more information then. Hopefully my computer act a little bit better. My second computer's acting up, but that's cool. And hopefully I'll be back and we'll talk more about that. I also, you already know, I already game and a podcast on here as well. Click the link, click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And we'll be back later. So 1:00, we'll go listen to the radio, and the game is at 3:30, and I'll be back after the game is over. So you guys be easy. You guys take it easy, and y'all be safe. Peace.